I think the main bits for Marks and Spencer, as you highlighted, it's been a rough couple of years for M&S. I think there's been a number of changes that have taken time to really come through and deliver the operational improvements that you're now seeing. So the results that you're seeing from Marks and Spencer in the last 6 months, the last 12 months, have been really set in place from when the current chairman, Archie Norman, joined in 2017. But what we're seeing at the moment is that Marks and Spencer has really found a store model which works for both its clothing and its food business. You've seen a number of investments made in terms of what the store look and feel like. They've reduced the number of stores to make sure that they're focusing on areas, sort of geographic and locations which are most suitable for the brand and to showcase it in the best possible light. And combined with that, they're finally getting the products right that the M&S consumer is after. In terms of the consumer, you mentioned the weak retail sales. So clothing has been weak in July, but Marks and Spencer delivered a quite material outperformance, sales up in clothing 11% like for like in the last 19 weeks. So that's effectively from April to middle of August. So I think they really are taking market share. What's driving that is better product. On top of that, you've got more exposure to the older customer base. When you think about where the pressure is coming in the UK consumer at the moment, it's more possibly at the younger end of the consumer. Older customers owning their own houses may be under less pressure than some of the younger consumers. So having an older customer is maybe a benefit for Marks and Spencer now. And then thirdly, the investment it's taken in terms of pricing has meant that their relative offer really starting to improve compared to their competition. So putting all these bits together means you're gaining market share, and I think with a better business model strategically, you're going to see further outperformance from here.
Yeah, well, very clear. Embarrassingly, I have to say I'm in that older customer category that you just described. I've shopped at M&S recently. But we've talked about a turnaround at M&S so many times over the last couple of years. Why is this time different?
That is the million-dollar question. I think when you look at the rating, the PE rating of the company, it probably sort of around 10 times or so suggests that people are still skeptical on whether this is a small cyclical recovery rather than a sort of strategic change. But what you saw when Archie Norman came in 2017, supported by the previous CEO and then the current CEOs from last year, is that it was a root and branch, a fundamental review, looking at every line. What does Marks and Spencer stand for? Looking at the costs. So there's a 400 million cost program underway at the moment. You've reassessed your store base and you've brought in a whole host of new talent, whether it's people from Topshop on the design side or whether it's on the online side, operational expertise from elsewhere. So a combination of a chairman who's giving them the green light to make these fundamental changes, bringing in new employees who've really enacted those changes.